Hey y'all, hey B, Midas, Dimension, MC, and anyone else floating around out there. Hope you are ready for this to maybe be over, maybe. So, there's that hole. So there's that hole in the Thunder Plains, right? But the hole isn't the end? Okay. The hole is just a hole. What was going on here? He's an alchemist again for some reason. Was that... Oh, because she finished Dark Knight. Okay. He's almost done with Samurai. And... Riku is almost done with Berserker. Somehow... Is this one skill really 30% of the Berserker, like, skill set? Like, that seems like a lot of percentage to still go for having one skill left. But, why did it indicate I should come here again? It said something about reliving the past. I hope it doesn't just want me to play Blitzball. Because I don't want to play Blitzball. Oh, it just wants me to play Blitzball, really? Oh, we already played Blitzball and we got owned massively. I'm not sure how much more blitzballing we can do. Oh, and there's some kind of... Is it something about a whistle, which makes me think there's supposed to be some kind of like memory she's going to have about Titus. I lost 30 pounds. Why are these fellas hiding back here? Like, didn't Luca have the weird, like, place you go to, like, watch cutscenes and stuff again? By the way, apparently the opening song during the opening cutscene, was done by, I think it was some German pop artist? And I only found this out because it got content claimed, and when I was like, what? And I did some cursory research on who it was, and it didn't indicate they had anything to do with this game, so I, tried to dispute it, and then they confirmed that it was theirs. And I was like, oh. Okay. I had to, like, do some deep diving to find out, like, that was actually, a legitimate claim. What are you goddamning about? Well, no, it was real though, apparently. Like, apparently this person actually did the song that's played at the opening in English, so... Like, it's real. Oh, let's go check out the hole, I guess. Where did it spawn me? It spawned me, like, really far from the hole. Everybody's got a mithril bangle. Oh, hey, chest.
ashes to ashes.
Oh, fire heals
Now's
them.
as good a time as any.
Wait, that one died really fast for some reason. There we go.
We won! An empty win.
I feel like Alchemist, or whatever it's called in this one, is a way better healer than White Mages. Yeah, it's just like, why does White Mage exist if you can just do this? Do I have a garment grid that lets me have access to white magic? I have one that lets me use Holy, which is stupid. Like, the fact that some of these spells are not part of, like, an actual class is kind of dumb. I can use Black Magic, Arcana, and Swordplay, which I'm already using 2 of those. One I'm using on her. Double AP and XP, oh boy. Yeah, though I don't have the mixing chart, so I don't really know what all mixing entails. Oh, really? I mean, that's pretty good. Because the Super Mighty Guard's like plus 10 to every like defense and offense and everything, plus speed, plus the defense stuff, and you know, plus the protect and shell and all that crap. That's a lot going on. What's that mix? Oh, and it has reflect too. Wow.
Good thing I saved this. Signed and sealed. We going.
Yeah, let's go in the hole. Rika doesn't want to go in the hole. We have discovered hole. It is a straight hallway. Cool. With robots. Robots. Why is she not allowed to mug?
Good thing I saved this.
Did she forget how to mug? What? Man, that sounds about par for the course for these guys.
Now's as good a time as any.
A Supreme Gem. I don't think I've ever seen a Supreme Gem. I do have gems, but none of them are supreme. I didn't get the upgrade when I was ordering it from Taco Bell. What, are you confused by that? You know how at Taco Bell, when you order something supreme and it gets like some tomato and some sour cream on it? Oh, that's a big contraption. They really like putting Yuna to sleep. I like how this is probably the only Final Fantasy game where poison
Sorry we had to win.
outside of battle doesn't hurt you. Like, leaving pain and poison just doesn't matter. So I see a switch way down there at the end of that hallway. But it seems to want me to go into this little corridor here. Oh. Okay, Yuna's just been stopped now. Yuna's just frozen mid throwing a potion. Oh, everyone's poisoned now.
Good thing I saved this.
It's so weird when she like misses with her attacks. Like she kicks and just whiffs because they're not there anymore, and then she has to like run at them again. Oh, we're getting levels here. Guess that's good. Okay, this... Okay. Oh, there's a chest. Another passageway. There's so much passageway. Why are there purple squares? Diamond gloves. I guess I've already had diamond gloves somewhere. Yeah, there they are. They keep getting interrupted because they're getting hurt by the poison. It looks so stupid. Riku, come on.
I knew this would come in handy. No problem.
So why would I want to run all the way around this way when I could just go straight this way? That's so weird. Ambushed. Recovery command scrambler. One thing I do find interesting is that I don't think there's any, like, antidote specifically, is there? Oh, there is, okay. Never mind. I'm so, like, I feel like I've just been using remedies for everything, because it seems like that was the only thing available to use. Range camera.
Now's as good a time as any.
Who gave these robots the ability to poison people anyway? Yeah, the inventory is a mess. I mean, I can manually organize it if I want to. Like, that's not impossible. But it does seem to just... The auto-organize seems to just kind of put things everywhere. Okay, camera. Is that a fella hanging out in a hole? This very straight... This is like a... This is a Minecraft mine. Like, this is... Someone built a hole in the ground. And they were looking for diamonds. And they were strip mining. Or not strip mining, but whatever that kind is called. Where they just use mine in straight lines and you occasionally look to the left and right. Like, that's what this is. Yeah, branch mining, that's the term. Thank you, MC. Branch mine's what I always do.
All right.
That's how I find my diamonds. You branch mine every once in a while. You like hit to left and right a couple of blocks just to see what's over there, and then you keep going.
I knew this would come in handy. We're on a roll.
Man.
Let's do it.
I mean, I need the levels, I guess, so that's why I'm not skipping the fights, but there's a lot of fights. How come Samurai has, like, the giant oversized sword, and Dark Knight doesn't? They got that backwards. Like, that Samurai sword is way too big. Oh no. Can't believe MC is helping me have more of a shield. Oh, it's Sid. Hi, Sid.
Howdy.
Howdy? What howdy? What the heck are you doing?
How'd you find this hole, Sid?
I found a hole, so I decided to explore it. Call it curiosity.
I found a hole, so I went inside.
This place is swarming with fiends. I can't get out. Do Pop a favor and show him the way out of here.
Okay.
Ow! Oh! Ow, 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 ow. Must have pulled something.
Oh, you are so lame. Who's gonna carry him?
Hey, let a man keep his pride.
Got a better idea?
Well, how about this?
Wow, magic hand.
Make your old man proud and scrap that thing.
Oh, he's made a boss appear. There's a chest like right here too that I would very much like to have. Two chocobo feathers for what, super haste for the whole team? I do have plenty of chocobo feathers. Oh, but that gives haste to the enemies too? That's not great. Oh no, my mega potions are gone. What? My fireworks are gone? What the hell's happening? Oh my god. Okay, this is weird. Darkness is gone, but I want to use darkness. That's why I switched to this class. What the hell is this? Okay, let us do protect.
Time to turn up the heat.
Shin Zen Tetsu. You know, let's see if it goes off. I didn't notice if Zen Tetsu worked, but I'm guessing not, considering all the enemies are still here. Oh, darkness is back. Both fail.
Now's as good a time as any.
Yeah, it definitely indicated it was going to give it to the enemies also. So it's just like, nah. I mean, I'm not in danger here. Probably. Sorcery, though. And that did... Wow! Did 200 damage to two different fellas. You know, considering the bullshit I've been encountering, like, what happened here?
I knew this would come in handy.
So, it's a cave full of machines, but he called them fiends, even though they're clearly not fiends because they're just machines. And they don't have the fireflies come off of them.
We're on a roll.
Well, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, he can't crack a joke, you know. We don't...
Days. Condom.
You're welcome aboard our airship.
Vitran, if we fit uter kreb, je mokwa tu sa.
Es Kunoka.
Den fika tu einko.
Wait, really? Brother's named Brother because he's Riku's brother? Is that what we're getting out of this?
Sid and Brother have put each other through a lot over the years. Not even Riku knows what caused their...
Oh, come on, you're gonna make me go back for that chest?
Still, there's something nice about the whole thing. If
Why does it
only
do
I
that
could
to
have
me?
talked like this with my father. Or you, with yours.
I've learned another letter of Albed. But you know, I'm gonna have to go back inside. Oh, he's just gonna hang out on top. Okay. Well, time to run all the way back because I want to know what's in that chest, and it's probably going to be nothing. But it might be something. What was that? Thunder Plains. And it's going to run all the way back. Oh yeah, someone got another ability. Samurai. And Tetsu. Didn't I just get... So wait, I get instantly defeats all enemies first before I get just instantly defeat one enemy? Why would I get the all enemies first before the one enemy? Like, that wasn't even available for me to learn until I finished the other one. That's so weird. This game is so weird sometimes. That's a lot of fellas. Let's see if we can... see if Shin Zantetsu works. If... Okay, never mind. Riku's going to kill everybody. Oh, hey, it worked. Isn't ether a thing that Yuna can learn? To throw ethers at people? Because I would like that. Yeah, it's way down here. And it costs 400 points. 400 points! Why? Why are you so expensive, ether? Hold on. It's not worth it. I was going to give her the, like, increased AP garment crit, but, like, that's not worth it. Because I would have to, like, switch between two different jobs to even have that effect be activated. It's not like a passive effect. You have to cross one of those colored orbs. So I'd have to switch between two different jobs to even activate it. And then I would have to, kiss me. Then I would have to, actually, like, actively grind for it. Well, at least the killing all enemies thing seems to work pretty reliably. They weren't so expensive on MP. Where's her... You know what? Where's your... mithril? Or your... Where is it? Gold hairpin. Let's, just do that. White hole. White hole, son. Won't you come and make there be more rain because you're not the same as black. I have completely lost the rhythm there. 600 holy damage to a single enemy 8 times. That's interesting. Interesting that it's 8 times instead of just once. Like, instead of like just doing 6 times 8. I see. I do have holy water, that I think. Yeah, I have holy water. Cures curse, itchy, and pointless. I don't remember what pointless does. But yeah, it's a status effect. Oversoul. It's hard to tell what, like, the various status effects I'm getting hit by do half the time, so I don't know if I've ever been hit by it or not.
Good thing I saved this. I knew this would come in handy.
Okay, I don't think I've ever gotten pointless then, because I don't think that's ever happened. The only time I haven't received XP and stuff is when... Oh. Commit them to memory. Why? 3? Okay, so 3? Which chest should I open? It's so dumb. Yeah, 3 is the first number we have to commit to memory. I'm actually gonna just open a text file real quick and put it in there. So we got 3. But do we know which chest? Do you know what the items are in these chests? By chance? Why? God. It's just so wild. Like, what is it going to be, like a potion or a high potion? Like, this is the Thunder Plains hole still. I went back in it to get that chest that they didn't let me have that was Sid had. And there's some fancy spancy event going on here. While you look that up, I'm gonna mess with something. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's pretty cool, actually. I'm messing with blur. Oh my god, that's so weird. I'm messing with the blur filter. You can't see it. I guess I can show it real quick. The blur filter. Wow. While I was waiting on B. You said, oh. Wait, what have you discovered, B? Which chest should I open? There's a lot. Oh no. Just tell me left or right. Which chest do I open? Okay. What the fuck? Up to 3 times. Okay. Current wall number. Number of the next wall to open. Okay. The sum of key number 1 and key number 2. Suppose you're trying to open wall 3 and and the train is traveling at 50 miles per hour to the north. Okay. I see. Okay, so 3 wasn't the number I was looking for. It's this 10 and 15. What? A number of battles you fought, the amount of gil you have. Get the fuck out of here. I see. No, I don't care. 1, okay. Number of battles you fought. Get the fuck out of here. So that 3 didn't mean anything. Maybe there's a stat somewhere? I'd have to look. I mean, yeah, if it's just going to give me numbers, that's fine. If it wants me to, like, memorize how many, like, steps I've taken, that's not gonna fucking happen. See, so... No, I actually don't see a status here for that. There's playtime and guild, and that's it. Okay, that's not the correct wall yet. This probably is. 7. So... let me just... if there are enough digits, input all 9s. I have a 7. That goes to 10.
I'm gonna miss you.
I'm gonna miss you, I tell you what.
Worm.
Oh, worm.
Thank you.
Come again.
Okay. Damn it. Maybe I will have to stop battles in here just so I can actually, like, get this done. I do like the XP we're gaining here, though. This is good XP, because these guys are all really easy to fight.
Kiss me.
Kiss me. What's
Now's
up,
as good
Spee?
a time as any.
Oh? Why is that? $1,200. Okay, so 1,200. I guess I am going to put on the no battles thing. Okay, so I'm a little confused because the only door I have access to try and open I don't have any information for yet. The only one I have information for is door 10, which I don't have access to yet. Force of nature? Okay. Yeah, I don't have any information on for door 1. Or for door 3. Number on the bottom right is for door 10, I assume. Because it says like a square then goes to 10. It just says 7. Do I just need to put 7 here? Oh, there's a 3 up in the top left. I didn't see that. Okay. It told me that, but I didn't see it. 3. Okay, so we're looking at 10 for this door. Or not? It didn't say add them together? Well, that would be 10. 3 plus 7 is 10, unless I lost my mind. Unless it means 13. No, it's not it either. So what am I missing? Is it multiplied? Is that what it meant? So is it 21? No. Hazel. Okay, so it should just be adding up. Okay, well 7 plus 3 is 10 last I checked. Huh. Well, apparently the instruction... I did not understand the instructions I got for this then. This is Thunder. Alright, let's see. Okay. I can visit. As soon as you enter the cave, you'll be given a key. Write it down. So, example, what you'll be given is square to 3 with 7 underneath it. Okay, so how to solve the puzzles. The top left corner of the current door number you're unlocked will be listed, and underneath it is the door's hint code. Bottom right corner next door number will be listed, and underneath it as that door's hint code. To unlock the door, we need to add the first key with the second key. That's not what's happening though. Okay. So. What? Okay, so the number on the bottom right is completely inconsequential to my current situation. So I'm missing something. So I need the top left plus another number that I don't know. So I'm gonna have to just brute force this one. Okay, so apparently it was also a 3. I don't know when I was supposed to have been given that one, but I don't know. I think I was given that number when I first entered the dungeon. I didn't know to write it down yet, and that was the problem. Okay. Force of Nature adds all elements to attacks and turns all elemental damage received into HP, so it's basically a super, like, Tetra whatever. Apparently. I guess it doesn't matter which chest I try to open. I don't see anything saying, like, which chest to open. I'll just try opening a chest, see what happens. the word bingo appears. Camera, why are you so terrible? Like, how could you be any worse? Okay, so now we have 10, square is 87, then square to 11 is 98. So the last 10, so 7 and 87 are the two numbers we're looking at. That's 94. Damn. Hyper wrist. Wall 3. Okay. I'm just going for battles 3, I guess. I had 3 battles before I did anything. Before I put the charm bracelet on. So yeah, having that like disabled probably is a good. Like I should have just had the charm bracelet on at the start, but oh well. At least I know what the numbers are. There's another thing over here. I mean, it's fine. Hopefully the whatever math involving them isn't too... Okay. That's... I don't know why that's helpful, but... I'll just put 3 plus 3 on the first one since I had to do that. I had to brute force it. Why would the camera not be in the direction in which you're running? Like by default? Okay, so we've got 11 to square is 778, and square 5 is wall 10's code, which equals 94. Yeah, because I still have that. Okay, so we are looking at 778 plus 98. Alright, let me pull up a calculator now. Plus 98. I'm not gonna try to start doing math in my head while I'm also doing commentary. You know I'm gonna get bad luck on like every single one of those. I'm gonna guess it's random which chest is the good chest. This is a cool dungeon. What a weird, like, dungeon to make. It's just like, hey, are you good at... Okay, so we've got 566, and then number of battles equals 3, if I remember right. Yeah. So our code here is 566 plus 94. 660. Okay. Okay. The one. They better write this down. 660. Well, I already knew it was 663. And then square to 8 is 695. Yeah, I know you get a grid for doing this crap. I'm actually not sure if I want to get bingos. I feel like that's going to confuse me and cause problems. Okay. Oh boy. So 8, 1358. And square to 12 is 1 plus. And equals. Wall's 1 code was 663. And Wall 10's code was 94. Equals 757. Is that right? Yeah. What wall did I open up? Nature's lore. I'm getting so many accessories. Strength. Instinct abilities on it. Like, none of those are good, though. Like, I feel like a lot of the abilities in this game are not very good. Like, the swordman's abilities are good. And that's, like, the limit of good. Everything else is not good. So, got 12, 137, compared to 13 is 2431. So 757 plus 137 is 894. This is so weird. I think it's just like, just do it twice for fun. Okay. 13. 4670. And then 9 is battles, which equals 3 still. So we have what, 2431 plus 4670, 7101. Bingo. Okay, so 9 code was 7104, which makes sense. And 6 ball. Wall 1 plus wall 1 equals 663 plus 663. 2 is 1326. The ground is very wet sounding here. My day's been fine. I made grilled cheese for breakfast for Midas and me. Okay. So we got 6. Goes wall. So wall 9 plus 9184. Which equals, which was wall 9? Nine was 7104. 184, which equals 104 plus 9184. 16288. Which goes to, which implies a 1326 plus 16288. 17614. And then on top of that, 7. Is wall 5 plus battles, which implies what was wall 5? 94 plus 566. 60. Plus 3. 663. Okay. So we're looking at 6, 7, 1. Good. Oh my god, I have to know how much gil when I enter the cave too. Okay. Well, I have the gil before entering the cave and the gil after entering the cave now, so that's fine. But for wall 5 was 660, I mean, that's... Yeah, that's correct. I already have that written down. I had to have that written down for this wall. Tell me that hint a little late there. This is a math cave, yes. 0 for negative gil amounts. Okay, so 7 is gil gained in cave, which is 1200. Wall 9 plus wall 1, which is... Wall 1 was 663, and wall 9 was 7104. And then what are we doing here? Gil gains since entering the cave. So 7 was 663 plus 1200. What? Is this incorrect? Is my gil gain since entering the cave not 1200 anymore? Yeah, it's still 1200. So, Yogan Censoring Cave is 1200. And it says wall 5 plus battles, which we know is 660 plus 3. Or wall 5. Let's see. Oh, plus battles. No, I did that. 663, yeah. Plus 1200. Yeah, that should be correct. Huh? Okay, I'm confused what it thinks I'm doing wrong then. So we know that it said wall 5 plus battles was the first part of the code for 7. Well, let's try it without the battles. Maybe it fucked up. Okay, it fucked up. It fucked up. It did not actually mean to include the plus battles. So it was literally just wall 5, not wall 5 plus battles. The item Corpus Invictus. And what is that? Enables full throttle to learn break HP limit. I see. I think full throttle was hers? Yeah. If I ever use those. I mean, I guess it's not too hard to level them up. They don't require too many points, so I could theoretically just, like, grind one of those fellas on, like, a nobody and just, like, sit there and heal myself forever. Use the double AP grid or something, I don't know. Okay, so we've got 14, where is wall 9, which equals 7104 again. We got 2 is 54714. So we got 7767 plus 7104. Cool camera. Was this a dead end? Cool. Cool dead end. Why? It opened a door that I can't go through. That was... Wait, wasn't that wall... Okay, no, that was... Wait, was that not wall 14? I'm so confused. Camera! Camera! Why the camera should not be like this ever. Is this even a hallway I can go down? Okay, yeah, it's open. Okay, so we got 2 battle since opening wall 10. That would be 0. And then, oh my god, 15 is wall 1's code plus battles between walls 12 and 14 plus skill since entering cave, which is, I know that we've got a 0 and a 1200 there, so we got 0 plus 1200 What is wall 1's code? And did we do wall... Is this wall 1? No, this is wall 2. Wall 1's code was 663. That is 1863. But we're on door 2 here, so that's Bal's. So it's 54714 is all we're looking at here. Five, 4, 7, 1, 4. There we go. It's empty. Can you believe it? Can you believe it's empty? Have you ever heard of such a thing? I don't think I have in my entire life. It's full of air, oh no. Wait, is this the correct hallway? No, not the correct hallway. Empty yet full. Much like a pool toy that's been very hungry. Okay. 49466 plus 68192 plus 0. 49466 plus 68192. 117658. Also, careful with doing commands right now because it makes me insert numbers into the thing when I'm trying to do math. Okay, so we're on door 15. We have 1863 plus 117658. So Eesh. Here's that chest that was by Sid. Salvation promised, garment grid. No, it's okay. I was just like giving a heads up that like, hey, the commands are based off of numpad entries, so RAM numbers will get inserted if we're not cognizant. If I'm not paying attention, I might start getting confused with my math. Four is 0. It ends. Well done. Okay. I guess that was it. So now what? I leave and then come back in to do it again? It's time for math. Round 2. Yeah, but save. Okay. Was time the battles and the gil will be 0. This game could crash? I've never had this game crash. Now you can do it. I mean, yeah, I guess there's a first time for everything. Or have I had that? No, actually, I think I did have the game crash once, but that was before I put in that patch MC gave me to increase how much RAM it uses. Which is why we haven't gotten a green cutscene since then either. I still like how there's like pretty much no documentation on that patch. Like the link MC gave me was like the only mention of it at all. It was just like this one thing saying like, Yep, the speedrunners use this patch. Okay, so let us delete all of this shit. Alright, so there's one. Let me look at my current Gil. Gil 9109. Just to have that recorded, that's should be all I need. That was the thing is I had missed when I first entered the cave that it showed me that tree there or whatever in the bottom right. Okay, so that's 8. I must have Patron green. And then 7, 9. I'm gonna like actually record the final values of each of these two. Make things easier. Yeah, very wet rocks. I can't believe this whole stream is just gonna be this one puzzle. Okay, so we've got N is 50, which is goes to 57, then 11 is 69. Oh well. Could be the thing that tells me how many battles I've had, which is 0, and it will remain that way. Imagine if I hadn't turned off random battles, like if I hadn't had the foresight to do that. It's part way through, like right at the start of the first one. What? I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't even know how I would have like calculated. I would have had to like run back and get the thing to tell me, and then like done math after that if I didn't have the item, which would be terrible. Okay, so it's 189, which 89 plus 89 is 58, and then 5 is wall 10, which wall 10 was 57. Oh, it's gonna make me run all the way around again, huh? Actually, it's really gonna go run all the way around, isn't it? I don't think I can go this way either. Maybe I can. Hopefully I can. So 5 is 209. That would be 66 total. And then battles equals 0. We are looking at 266. 412, almost 420. Could have been a number. But they failed us. Wish, 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 wish. The squishiest rocks of all time. Well, my belly's not a rock, I hope. I guess if you really fill it up, it might be hard as a rock. Ball 5 was 266. Okay, and then 12. Ball 5 plus ball 10, which 266 plus ball 10 was 57 equals whatever that is. 323. Okay, so we're on wall 8. Cement inflation. I think we talked about that a long time ago, actually. I seem to remember. And it never went anywhere. I feel like that's something we talked about like years and years ago. It didn't go exactly. So last night I got the good in quotes ending for Claude's Path on Three Hopes, and it wasn't actually any different than the bad ending, really. It was basically like it added like an extra chapter when I did the correct choices, and then that didn't go anywhere, and that was really strange. And kind of disappointing. Like, it was just like, yep, you did the thing, and it had like a quick text scroll. It's just like, you did the thing, and then it was done, and it was like, oh. Like, none of the plot threads that were hanging around got resolved, and maybe they get resolved on one of the other paths, which is entirely possible. But it just seemed really weird. Because like on Three Houses, you know, like every path, except for, I think, Edelgard's path, deals with, you know, deals with like an overarching plot with those who slither in the dark. But this one like mentions them, they show up for a second, and it just like drops that thread completely. Like, it just never resolves it. Yeah, it was very strange. Okay. So wall 8 equals, what was wall 8? 678. And then 6 is wall 11 plus wall 1. That was... Where's wall 11? 250. Oof, sorry, 258. 8 plus 7, 315. 78 for this one, because there's no math involved. Yeah, it was really weird. Like, there was just no... There was no ending. It's just like, you did the final battle, and then it's just like, well, we're done. Goodbye. Why are you still here? Why are you still watching? Go home. So, well, 12 plus 1919 is 1021 plus 1919. 940. Then we got wall 1 plus battles equals just wall 1 again. 57. We're on wall 6, so 315 plus 2940. 3255. Uh-huh. Yeah. Gogan seems entering cave, which is 0. So... That's 57, and 14 is wall 5 plus wall 10. So wall 5 is 266 plus wall 10. And I fucked it open. Wall 10, that was a while ago. 57. $323. So, one is 57. Have I had any bingos this round? I think I've had one bingo this round. That's a dead end. Like, the game's fun because Warriors games are pretty much always fun, but I can see why the Japanese reviews for it are somewhat negative, because apparently they very much do not like the writing. And I can kind of see where they're coming from with that a bit. It is definitely not as good as Three Houses writing by a long shot, but it's also a Warriors game, so, like, I don't know. Wall 11, wall 11 was 315. No. Wall 11 was 258. It was 70582. So 323 plus 258 is 581. I mean, it's still better than Age of Calamity. I am never going to stop calling it Age... Oh my god, it's this again. Okay. Like, I'm never going to... Like, Age of Calamity was such a huge disappointment. I have nothing good to say about that game, unfortunately. It's not even the FPS, like, the story was just bad too. It was just like, what if we use time travel to make it so that everything that happened didn't happen. So 15 is 11 plus battles plus gil times K, which equals 11, which is 258. Okay. Yeah. Oh, this is a nice list of every code if I needed it, I guess, in a non-linear order, but I already have all these written down, so fine. I mean, I pretty much did all there was worth doing in it, I feel like. Like, the first Hyrule Warriors has such huge replay value for me still. Like, even still, I kind of, like, sometimes I feel like playing it. Oh, they added DLC? I don't know if I, I didn't pay much attention to know that. Careful! When calculating gil, 0 is 0. Did you know? 616 plus 0 equals... One three three 182. That was 133 182 plus 258. 133440. There's some shit. I didn't write down the number I was on the bottom right. I'm going to have to look at my VOD real quick. Oh, am I in the... Y'all need to tell me when I'm in the way of puzzles. Shit, that means I can't do it then. Y'all need to tell me when I'm in the way of puzzles. That means I have to start this over. Like, I don't know when I'm in the way of stuff. Yeah, that means I have to start over now. Yeah, please, in the future, if I'm in the way of something, tell me every time, because I do not know. I have no way to know. Especially when I'm have multiple text files and calculators open, I cannot see what's happening on the stream. Like this whole time, like there was a very long time period there where this was unnecessary information. Okay, so we got 3. Or 8. Eight plus 7 is what, 15? Yeah. Yeah, I was too busy doing that, like, massive amount of math they gave me for that one that I forgot to write down the second number. But yeah, I should never be blocking important UI elements. If I'm doing something and you can't see what I'm doing, then there's a problem. That is the general rule. So it's 100. Okay, so do I need to go back north again? I wish I could, like, see a bigger version of the map so I can see exactly where it's expecting me to go. I mean, I guess I can infer that wall 5 is probably up in the starting room, but... and then battles equals 0. 260. Hello. There we go. Wow, so many bingos this time. Okay. Code was 150 again. 11's was also 150. This camera, like, really fights you, too. Like, it's wanting to, like, constantly rotate you a bit. Because it's not straight, like, north-south, it's, like, to a diagonal. And, of course, it's not following behind you, and running toward the camera is always absolutely awful in any situation. Okay. I'm not in the way of anything anymore, right? Well, let's see, 11 was 150. That's 500. And 12 is wall 10 plus wall 1, which was... Wall 1 was 150, wall 10 was 100, 50. Okay. 366 7692. I'm doing the math in my head now instead of using a calculator because I'm Russian. Plus, I know if I enter a number wrong, like if I have it written down correctly, but I enter a number wrong, it doesn't matter. Okay, so we got 9514. Okay, that's a big number for me to do in my head. 17206. 10, which was 150. Which was 100 plus 366, so 466. What? You said Wall 10's code. Wall 10's code is 150. And the other hint before it was how many battles I've had, which was 0. Was it Wall 10 150? Where the hell was Wall 10? No, Wall 10 was 100. Why did I think it was 150? Because I put somewhere else that it was 150. Because I had a Wall 1 plus a Wall 10 earlier, and I put 150 plus 100 there. I had them out of order. That was why that happened. Okay. 6803. 7 is Wall 12 plus battles, and which is Wall 12, which is 366. Can I go out this way? Probably not. Oh, I can, good. Sometimes I expect to just make me run all around. Why is there a chest here? Okay. Code plus 366. Wall 11 plus wall 5. Wall 11. When did I do wall 11? 150 plus wall 5 is 262. Ah. It's gonna get me. It gets me every time. I need to just not go this way at all. God, this cave is too large. Like, it doesn't need to be this large. Okay, so we got this wall 11 again. 150, so that's 562. And 66868. I feel like that one's always some kind of ridiculous number down there. Now do not go this way, it's a trap. It's a camera that will just screw me over. Hey Alice, that's it. How's it going? Are y'all excited for the return of Fiesta in a few days? Battles 0, 6, 8, 6, 8, and then wall 11. Oh, you're doing 14 side questing. Well, I am not doing Pixel Remaster again, thankfully. We will actually have a somewhat good time. Though it's looking like my team's a little poopy this time around, based on what I saw. I still have to make the sprites for them. But even a poopy team in the GBA version is still fine, like it's not gonna be a nightmare, thankfully. Careful. Okay, so let's not forget to write down that last one this time. And 6183 plus 18991. 10. So that's. $5174, which 324, and then we got 932. I still have people trying to defend Pixel Remaster whenever I like bring up how terrible the Fiesta was. Like people try to defend it. It's like, you just fuck off. You have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, but they keep being like, "Oh no, it's good. It's fine for doing you know, doing the Fiesta." And it's like, no, it's not. It's extremely not. Just stop. Ah, here's that chest. Hello, chest. Force of nature. Force of nature, which adds all elements to attacks and turns all elements into HP. Amazing. It's too many glitches for it to be good, and they just broke so much shit. Like, it's just, there's no redeeming qualities for it. Let's close that. I don't need that crap anymore. Well, even when I played through it normally, because I did a Pixel Remaster run playthrough that was, you know, a normal one when it first came out. And even when I did like a team that is extremely broken, it still was a little bit of a struggle because of just how overtuned they made the numbers. Like, they made everything just do so much damage. Just absurd number of damage from every enemy in the game. Alright, I will be right back. For those watching on YouTube, you can find me live at twitch.tv/Rejax. For everyone else, I will see you shortly.